Hi, can you hear me? Hi, Phaedra. I see some of my Patreon subscribers. Her plan is working. What is her plan? Hi, Darren. Hi, Tracy. Hello. How are you? Are you all upset? Are you all upset? Hi, Pink. Hi, Pink Crystal. It's so hard to read your name. Someone fresh. Hi. Good evening. Yes, it's 10:30 p.m. Oh, Cuba. Hey, I want to go there. Moni Moo, message me. I want to go to Cuba. You missed the beginning. I'm just beginning. Hi. Good morning in Italy. I still don't know what happened, which is why I'm here. Hi, Tracy. You don't know what should be upset. Okay, so our rundown on those who don't know exactly what happened. The lawyer of Min Heejin published an article, and in that article, she said that Army is actually that Bang Shiyuk should think about why Army is siding. Sorry, Hybe. Hybe should think about why um, Army, BTS Army, is siding with Min Hee-jin, even though Min Hee-jin attacked BTS. That's what she said. And that was the part that upset a lot of armies because obviously we're not siding with her. So it kind of felt like half of the sentence is right, or a quarter of the sentence is right, in that we're upset at Hype. At least a lot of us are actually upset at Hype because they were the ones who hired Min Heejin. If they did not hire her, we wouldn't be in this hellhole. So the mere fact that they decided to hire her, yeah, they have, quite honestly, I feel like, never mind the armies, but at the very least, I hope Bang Shiyuk has spoken with or will speak to BTS about this whole thing, because they're the only ones that are them, I'll it, and let the seraphim. I keep on mispronouncing, and Le Seraphim. But of course, because BTS is the bread and butter of Hybe, and they are the most established artists there, and they are the ones that are, again, bringing the money. Of course, they are the ones that are getting affected. So I feel like, yeah, Bang Shiyuk needs to explain. Never mind armies, I mean, if BTS is good, then we're good, right? If BTS is okay, if BTS understands and whatever, then we're good. That's the only cue we need. But I still really don't understand how it happened that she was given so much power, so much control, and over young kids, nonetheless, no less. So um, so that part she kind of got. The lawyer got that we are, I guess, not maybe 10% of her statement, in that we're upset at Hype because they were the ones who, or at least a lot of us are upset at Hype because they were the ones who hired Min Hee Jin. However, if we put that aside, let's focus on the question. Is number one, my initial reaction when I saw the statement is that, what a stupid, I'm so sorry to be so brass, but my initial reaction is, what an idiot, what an idiot thing to say from a lawyer, no less. So it's like, what the hell? It's like, I can't believe somebody could be that stupid to say something, to even think of something like that, and to say something like that and actually print it, like, say it publicly. But then I think about it. Um if I will calm down just a little bit and really think about it. This is the lawyer, or at least part of the team, that won her the case, her injunction. This woman is not stupid, for sure. She's a lot of things, but she's not stupid. If I would assume, I wouldn't consider myself to be stupid, and a lot of you are actually even smarter than me. So I'm sure all of you, if you if she is just half as smart as you guys are, never mind me, but if she's half as smart as you guys are, then she would know that armies will never side with Min Heejin. She would know that. If just never mind being as smart as you guys are, just half as smart, just half of it, she would know that we will never side with Min Heejin. And so why will she say something that she knows isn't true? So there must be a reason. Remember in the beginning, she said that Min Heejin, when her text messages were disclosed, one of the things that she said is that if they want to disseminate something, it doesn't have to be true. She only needs to say it. Media will pick it up and people will assume it's true. It doesn't matter if it is proven to be, if people disprove what they're going to say. So to her, it doesn't matter that it's not true, because all she needs is for people or for the media to actually repeat what she said, and there are a lot of people that will think that it is true. um, the other thing is that she printed it on Chuseok, and that is when a lot of Koreans won't be online because they have to spend time with their families. There are traditions to be observed, so not a lot of armies are going to be online, and not a lot of Korean armies will be able to dispute what she said. Now, Twitter armies, international armies, Instagram armies, yeah, we were able to react right away. But a lot of these other reporters won't be on Twitter because it's Chuseok there. So whatever it is that they see, they'll pick it up so that they can move on with their day. So it's a very, very strategic day for her to release it on Chuseok Day. Now, the other thing is that remember that they are trying to call for a shareholders meeting. And this is part of their, because it hasn't been approved by the judge, it hasn't been approved by the court, the shareholders meeting. This is part of her ploy to try and force or convince, not force, but convince the court to actually grant the shareholders meeting. If she shows that public opinion is on her side. And if the judge is convinced that even fans of BTS approve of her, then the judge is going to say, okay, maybe it is. Living sweetly, it was stupid, reckless, and antagonizing statement. He is an embarrassment to our profession. Oh, you're a lawyer? Living sweetly, you're a lawyer? But but do you recognize the strategy? Do you recognize the strategy? So she is, while we're waiting for her response of living sweetly. So this is part of their strategy to try and convince the court that the public is actually on her side. If they can convince the court that the biggest fandom, because even the court knows that for sure, that the biggest fandom is BTS, and they see it on their statement that BTS is contributing the most in terms of bottom line to the business. Now, if the court grants it, she is insisting that the shareholders agreement is still in place. If she is able to agree, if the court says yes, it is still in place, then Hybe won't have a choice but to vote for her, because that's a part of the shareholders agreement. So again, if the court says okay, the shareholders agreement is still in place, then the Hybe will have no choice but to vote for her, because that is what is in the agreement. Okay. Now, if the if the shareholders agreement is dissolved, but the court agrees for a shareholders meeting for to vote her back in as a director, if she's able to convince other shareholders that the public wants her, then she can go back in. um so that those are the play, though that's the reason they released this statement, even though they know it isn't true. um Now, the other thing, in my last live, I actually discussed the different reasons she's asking for the shareholders agreement. And one of that is that she's not necessarily expecting to win or to be voted back in on that day, but she's most likely going to gather um, documents and records that she can use later on to sue for a better settlement. So let us assume that she loses the shareholders agreement, the her stock option, if the put isn't in place. She can still settle for something less because now she's spending a lot on lawyers and stuff like that. So if she's able to sort of destroy the reputation of Hybe, or she becomes enough of a headache, then there is a possibility Hybe will just say, okay, let's just pay her off to get her off our back. So that's one option. But this is also some kind of a catch 22 for armies. If we respond with harshness, if we say things, because a lot of people are going to be angry, she's going to use that to play the victim card again and say that, look, they're being harsh. I'm just trying to do this for new genes because I'm concerned about them, which is what she said. She said that already. I'm doing this for new genes. I want to protect them. So if we respond harshly, that's what she'll say. She'll put down the victim card. If we don't do anything, then they'll say, okay, so they agree that we are actually on her side. um so as an army, we have to be careful. I hope that we stop messaging her directly on her IG, on any kind of messaging platform. We should stop just saying harsh, not harsh words, but um stick to the truth rather than call her names or anything. Just stick with, okay, we want you out, you did all of these things, just be factual as possible instead of calling her names. In other words, instead of calling her you're a B word, you're just say that you did all of these things, then you're sticking to the facts instead of calling her names, so that when the media picks it up, what they see is what she actually did instead of the names that you're calling her. If we start calling her names, it's a reflection on us because we are being rude and we are being disrespectful and whatever. If we stick to the facts and just emphasize the things that she did, people keep on forgetting that she tried to get to access the accountant of BTS. She tried doing that. It is a fact. She never denied that. So it's true that she, but nobody's mentioning it anymore. People are forgetting that she is trying to discredit the success of BTS. So let's just stick to the facts that she accused Islet of Les Seraphim and Les Seraphim of um, plagiarism, and then it when it was her plagiarism that's being exposed, she was brushing it aside. So emphasize the facts, stick to what is true, and just drop the name calling, because that's going to reflect on us and that's going to give her more ammunition to claim um, the victim card. So right now the trend is good when armies are trending on Twitter, Min Heejin out. So I think that's good because then we're making it clear the where we stand, and it's definitely not with her. But also let's try not to, like, for example, what happened with Jungkook. I know that some of you disagree with how he did it, maybe not the intention but how he did it, the way that he worded it and whatever. Even though we disagree, let's just respect what their decisions. After all, they're artists. They definitely aren't puppets that will just do whatever it is that will make us happy. They have their own opinion, they have their own plans, they have their own way of doing things. So let's respect it. Um, I keep on going back to what happened to J Hope when he didn't release a CD. A lot of fans were very, very upset. In the end, he revealed that it was his decision. So let's be very careful because we don't fully understand what's going on in their head, what's going on in their heart. So let's be respectful because the minute that they see any crack in the system, they're going to take advantage of it. So again, when saying things about Min Heejin, stick to the facts. Drop the name calling. Just stick to it. Just keep on repeating the things that she did so that nobody forgets it. Beside, Besides, a lot of the things that she did, she never denied that. Like name calling the girls, New Jeans, she never denied that. When she accused I'll It and Les Seraphim of plagiarism, she, of course, she never denied that. So it's safe anyway because all of those are out in the open, and just stop name calling. Min Heejin out, yeah. Okay, so that's my thing. Let's just be very careful so that they don't use that against us. And also, we're forgetting that Jin is doing a lot of things. We're not trending him, we're not posting about him. So let's concentrate on Jin as well. And then we've already started a countdown for J Hope's return. So and there's still a lot happening. Who is still Jimin's Who is still ranking inside Billboard Hot 100. I think it just peaked the highest ranking in UK charts for a soloist. We still have RM. It was just released, and he made it inside Billboard Hot 100 as well. So there's two songs that we need to definitely trend. We need to stream those songs. And then there's I Am Still. Let's promote that. And of course, it's not Suga. V's exhibit is still on tour. So, and then of course, Jin, as I've said. So let's concentrate on BTS and not pay attention to them. If we really want to trend, Min Hee Jin, just stick to the facts, what he did, what she did, and not on anything else. That's it. See you all tomorrow. So proud of our guys. I am too. I'm very, very proud of them. And also, if you see another suggestion, I hope you don't mind that I keep on suggesting a lot of things. But I hope that if we see any army project that's really good, let's hype them. Thank you for the updates. OC Carrie. Hi, OC Carrie. Thank you. Thank you. Can't wait for JK movie. Yes, I'm watching next week. She OC. But why OC? Are you from OC? Orange County? Hi, all Geelong or Geelong, Australia. She's sneaky. She is very sneaky. So don't fall into her trap. Make sure that you stand firm. Always concentrate on BTS. And when talking about her, stick to the facts. Don't allow other people to forget what she has done. Never allow that. Even armies are forgetting that she tried to access the accountant of BTS, of all people. I don't understand why she would want to access the accountant of BTS. On Wednesday, where am I going? I think I'm going Saturday. I'm going twice, Saturday and then, oh, I think Thursday and then weekend. I think that since the media picked up our statement and our point has been made, we should move on and let Hybe handle it. Yes, yes, but if we can get the hashtag to 1 million or 1.2, that will be great. And also if we can get in touch with, like, tag the reporters that we know are reliable so that they'll see it because it's Chuseok. They don't actually see it. Do not send hate against New Jeans. Concentrate on BTS. And if Min Heejin continues being delusional, Trend Army doesn't support Min Heejin. I agree. I agree. I always say it's so hard to be in the situation of New Jeans because they are under a spell. They have been brainwashed. So it's so hard to judge them, not judge them, but it's hard to use the regular way of looking at things because they're not in a regular situation. Do not give our precious attention to. She cunningly, living sweetly, she cunningly antagonized the army to use it to her advantage. She either claimed that Hyde was instigating millions of fans against her or tried to convince the court that even army was on her side. Either way, the court won't accept it. Okay. So according to Living Sweetly, um, she is using what, so she's going to use the statement, if we respond harshly, she's going to use that to present to the court that Hybe is actually sort of encouraging us to bully her. But sorry, the other one was that, but yeah, that the Hybe is actually encouraging armies to bully her. um or that she will use that statement to convince the court that we are actually on her side. So I hope I explained that. Living Sweetly. It was risky and foolish move. Her strategy team needs to be fired. Because I think she has nothing left to lose at this stage, don't you think? Because she, the shareholders agreement is in place. So if she doesn't fight back, she will lose the 100 billion. There's nothing else for her to lose. So I think it's like she's just throwing whatever punch she can throw. Don't you think? After everything I have seen, I only have one piece of advice for Army. Don't fall into the media's game. Right. Definitely. Definitely. Hi, Cheka. I'm just reading your comments. Do you have any questions? Support yung line army. Yeah. In our group, in our community in Patreon, we keep track of the Sunny. I did research on how Min got contracts. Do you want it? Yes. Go ahead. Tell us. Tell us how she got the contracts. Because I'm so puzzled how she was able to get all those privileges. While Sunny's typing, just want to let you know that in the our Patreon community, we actually keep track of our 1 billion quest to 1 billion, and it's always the young line that's in the bottom. Maybe I should show you some of it. Though, if there are any solos here, please leave. No, I don't want you to, like, because you're gonna see who have a lot more streams or whatever. I don't want any fan wars. Okay, we want the reason we are doing it in Patreon is so that we can keep track of how we're streaming, and also to share to others, encourage them to stream better for everybody. Okay, I'm going to show it to you. Um, you're going on Wednesday. Okay, I'm going to show you. Give it a minute. I think you're going to see like black before you actually see what's on the screen. Do you see it now? He became CEO 2021 May. Min Heejin was given CEO of Adore 2021. Yes. Okay, Sunny, go on. CEO, you mean who's CEO? Ji-won? Park Ji-won? Okay, so if you can see it, as you can see, um, the if you look at J Hope, RM, and Suga, they're the ones that have the lowest streams. So we need to add more of their songs there. Jimin, so before Who, we were pushing for Set Me Free. That is why. Okay, so April 2024, they began an audit. Okay, Sunny, go ahead. Um, so Jimin, before Who, it was Set Me Free Part 2 that we were pushing. And then when Who entered, it's just it became a monster. So now he's at 500. This is September 14. This is half a million. He's half a million already. I think he's already at 545 this afternoon. So the next one, so this I think is going to definitely get to 1 billion before anything else. And then standing next to you at 879,000, V at 809. So as you can see, RMJ Hope and Suga have the least they have the least amount of streams. So we need to stream Hegum more and Wildflower. Now I don't know if the stream for my only apprehension with Never Play is that it's not his song. He's actually just a featured artist. And in all of this, BTS BTS members are the main artists. So that's my only apprehension with Never Play. So I feel like, sure, let's stream Never Play, but let's not forget about his solo song as well. So we keep track of it. Usually every 2 weeks, I post it just to see where we're at. Um, so yeah, I hope that we can stream better for the Young line. Um, Jungkook is definitely gonna go well, left and right. Went to 1B already, but again, that's not his solo song. So standing next to you should be next, and then yeah, and of course V, he's so close. So please stream him. Um, I'm a little guilty because my favorite song of V is Friends, so that's the one that I play the most. Spotify. This is Spotify. If you want to help boost Yung Line, you can set up another Spotify account and make it a Yung Line focused. This is Spotify. Yes, spread her texts. Yes, you can spread. Yeah, I mean the text messages at this stage. I'm assuming that you're talking about Min Heejin. That's public, so please don't totally stop streaming the Maknae. Increase the Youngs, but still, of course, yeah, definitely. Jimin, I think, is just being streamed by the pub. This is GP already that's moving, which is good. I'll add Spotify. I was streaming Apple. I'm also an Apple girl. So I have two, Apple Music and Amazon Music. The reason I don't really stream Spotify is that they pay so low. Apple Music and Amazon Music actually pay better. That's why I like. And then if you listen to the quality of the sound of the music, Spotify and Apple Music is so different. Apple is way more superior. Wildflower and Snooze are my jams. Yeah, I have a cold head. Thank you for. Oh, you're welcome. So got it. Yeah. Hello, Surigao. Oh wow. Hi, Juliet. Yeah, that's why I prefer Apple. So I have two. Sometimes when I go to work, I go to the office several days a week. Sometimes I go to work, I just leave my Amazon Music running, and then I play my Apple Music at the office on my way to work. Is that available at Station Head? All songs of BTS. Yes, it is. But I heard that the biggest army channel in Station Head, there's like some kind of an issue. So I'm not sure. Now, if you want some of our join Patreon community because a lot of people there are actually sharing their playlist, and they're very very fair. So, did you end post? No, I did not end your post, Sunny. I didn't end your post. The last post that I saw of you is the audit, April 2024. That's the last one I saw of you. And I'm waiting for you because you said you're going to say how Minheejin got the contract. I run different streams in every room. Oh my God, Phaedra. How many do you run? All of them? Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon. Look back, the end is there. Okay. Okay, Sunny. I will go and look. That is it. April 2024, April began audit. Before that, he became your first message. Your message before that is became CEO 2021 May. Min Heejin was given CEO of Adore November 2021, and then your next message is April 2024. April began audit. That's it, and then after that, no more message. Look back, the end is there. That's it. Army support BTS only, and to some extent high because BTS made big hit. That no, I agree. The only reason I want, of course, big hit to sorry, Hybes to succeed is that that is BTS's blood, sweat, and tears. So I want it to succeed. I feel like if anybody should leave, it shouldn't be BTS. It should be everybody else. So why should BTS? You reposted? I don't see it. Nah, that's still the last message that you. I don't see anything. The last message that you send is April 2024. April began audit, and then you asked me, Did you end post? That's it. As far as charts, etc. Yeah, the chart here is just Spotify, not not overall. It's just Spotify. My next project is to actually track every ranking song of BTS members solo and as a group inside Billboard Hot 100. And so the group asked like how many are were written by them, how many were they featured in, and all of that. So I'll put that in one sheet so that we can all take a look and see. Because I feel like everybody should have one B, but it should be their solo song. Sunny, you said July 23rd. I'm Apple and YT. YouTube, and you will start Amazon. Yes, one beat. Yeah, I feel like it should be solo songs. I think Dynamite by now should be closer to 2 billion. Um, but yeah, that's why I said I'm a little apprehensive about Never Play because it's like sure that's probably going to get a lot of streams, but it's not his solo song. He was just featured there. Jin is going to Milan Fashion Week. Army support him by trending him. Also support Ron Jin content too. Thank you. Yes, I'm going to do a live stream to watch it. But I can't do it here in YouTube because I'm getting blocked. Sunny, okay. Park resigns. Min Heejin fired 8/27/2024. So all her contract with Adore was with Park. Scandals, money, sex. I don't know. What I think, this is my theory about Park's resignation as a CEO. I think Hybe is just doing the rotation so that nobody is going to get too attached to their position and the culture of the company remains the culture of the company instead of the culture of the CEO. Because if you stay there too long, the company will become a reflection of you. Um, so I think Hybe is just doing the 4-year term so that nobody turns the company into their identity. She sure seemed like a second woman to me. I don't know. I don't really think about their personal lives. Actually, this is another thing that I find so weird about some people. Like when that photo of Bang Shiyuk was posted when he was walking with a VJ or whatever. I'm like, why do you care? Like, isn't that disgusting that you're thinking? Why are you thinking about what he's going to be doing? Like, uh, first, he's single. Second, he's rich. He can do whatever he wants. Okay, living sweetly. Min Heejin knows she lost the power position company. She is desperate to see something occur on her behalf, and this feeling of desperation will hurt her in the end. Army must be cautious and not be reactive. Um, yeah. So living sweetly, you're a lawyer, right? Have you seen? Have you had clients this desperate? And do you do if you advise the client and the client goes against wants to go again what doesn't want to take your advice and they want like to do something else? Do you do you follow the client, or what, or do you drop the client? What do you do? I'll repeat what Living Sweetly said. Min Hee-jin knows she lost the power position in the company. She's desperate to see something occur on her behalf, and this feeling of this desperation will hurt her in the end. Army must be cautious not to be reactive. So yeah, so she's doing all of these things out of desperation. So let's just, so that we don't go down with her, or we don't push BTS with her. Let's just be cautious. But living sweetly, what do you think? Like if you have a client and then the client goes against or wants to go against what you're advising, what do you do? Hybe is an extension of. So going back to Bang Shiyuk, I feel it's like so creepy and disgusting when they were just talking about like, oh, Bang Shiyuk is dating this VJ. I'm like, what do you care? Isn't it disgusting that you're thinking about what Bang Shiyuk is going to do with? Oh my god, it's just the and even I don't really am not interested with the love lives of BTS members. Like I couldn't care less. So, but even that I feel disgusted about when people are speculating who they're dating, and I'm like, they're in their 20s. Well, some of them are in their 30s now, but back then they were in their 20s. They're successful, smart, good looking, rich. What do you expect they will do? Of course, they're gonna date. Like, uh, thank God that they're dating and not doing something else that's criminal or something. Hashtag movement is powerful. That's what I said about Bangshi. Yeah, it's just disgusting that people are speculating about it. Bankshik's business is his own. Exactly. Just I feel so disgusted with these people that's speculating about what he does. I have pictures of PD Bang with girls now. Ah, Jesus. Oh, in your mind. Try to erase it. It is very inappropriate to talk about other people's lives, but that's what interests. I mean, if they start like if they go public with somebody that they're dating or whatever, I'll be happy for them. I'll be supportive. I would hope that they find somebody that would take care of them, that they will take care of, that will allow them to grow, will be supportive and stuff like that. Of course, I'll celebrate that they're dating, but I'm not gonna speculate on, oh, this girl's whatever. For as long as they're not dating a criminal or something. But if it's like an ordinary person, let them date. I want them all to be dating. Yeah, I hope so. I mean, I hope their genes, they need to spread those genes because those are good genes. That's the kind of genes that should be spread. I would want them to be happy. Yeah, me too. New jeans girls are rude. Yeah, in the last stream, they were pretty rude because they weren't using honorifics to the seniors, which is, it could be one sign that they really are deeply brainwashed. Isn't Bang Shiyuk the chairman? He's not the CEO, right? But Nujin's mentioned Hybe and Bang Shiyuk to reinstate Min Heejin. Why not just say Hybe? Um, there is this impression that Bang Shiyuk is still he still calls the shot. So I think in Nujin's head, it's still Bang Shiyuk that's making the decision. They need to spread their genes. Got me. Let's also stream DNA. Correct. Yeah, let's stream DNA. Don't you think they need to spread that genes? I swear. I mean, there's so many people that are breeding that shouldn't breed. They should, because those are good genes. I agree. No one should be commenting on their private lives. Yeah, let them. I think Bang PD Bang is the cutest little potato. Is your bias? Okay, I was watching a YouTuber, I think it's a K-pop shock, and on the video he was saying that Hybe employees was talking bad about Jungkook, people hired by a Chinese company. I'm at this point, I wouldn't put it past anybody to set up Hybe. So they were saying like there was somebody, an employee of Hybe, that was posting something evil about New Jeans and then something evil about Jungkook, and I was like, isn't there a pattern here? Anybody that's on the side who has provided support to New Jeans? Well, sorry. First, it was New Jeans because they want them to become victims, and then when Jungkook supported New Jeans, they are now positioning it as if anybody that supports New Jeans are being bullied. So I think it's just pure setup. I also want Bang PD to be happy. I hope so. I hope he finds somebody to spend the rest of his life with. Hands off to my PD Bang. I'm okay with the what's the name of the bodyguard? The bodyguard that they really that's so reliable. Mr. Lee. That's him, right? K-pop Shock is a clickbait channel. There's so much going on. Was it confirmed? I think at this stage, if Hype does not, I mean, it's so spread out. I mean, the it's so spread, it's widespread. The post and that big hit actually said confirmed that it was actually Jungkook. So I think if it isn't Jungkook, they would have said something already officially. So I think it is true, and there's nothing wrong with that. I said that before that there's nothing wrong with what he said. Many bodyguards are handsome. I agree. K-pop Shock is a good and trustworthy channel, Leia said. Hydra, do you know about Stockholm syndrome? I won't speak for Hydra, but my guess is that she knows about it. What is BTS's manager's name? Um, Mr. Lee is the one that's with them. Yeah, Mr. Lee. But there's another one before him. The very first guy, the guy that was with them is in Billboard. What's his name? I want El Capitan to be happy too. I want him to be happy too. I hope that we can provide him support. I think the best way to provide him support, to give him support or to thank him when is by recommending his music when he releases his album. I'm talking about El Capitan. So give it a good listen, give it a chance, give it a good listen, and then spread it, like recommend it to your friends, post it on social media. And then who knows, maybe 2, 3, 5, 10, 20 will eventually like his music. I think that's the best way to thank him. He really did us a solid, I swear. BTS children, BTS 2.2, 2.0. Let's not pressure them. They might, be as pressured as that. If you watch some of the interviews of the Beatles' sons and their children, that's one of the things that they said, that they can't ever get out of the shadow of their fathers. Just the tea, please. Hi, we're glad you're here. Split the second managers. That's now in HR, no? Sejin, yeah, yeah, Sejin. No, I think he became like head of something. He was promoted. That's why he stopped going to different events with BTS. He was promoted. It's still in line with it, some security or something. Wu Fei, do you see Min Heejin team advice New Jeans to not go live KBS? Yes, so Min Heejin, I think it was a Freudian slip. I think she wasn't supposed to say, that's my gut feel. I have no evidence, but I think she wasn't supposed to say that she advised them against it, because the girl said that nobody knew about it. And then she just said, "Oh, I advised." I think she wasn't really thinking. What she meant is that for people to think that she is such a humble leader, that she was asking them not to do anything, and then they were just so devoted and so loyal to her that they decided to do it. She forgot that the girl said that nobody knew about it. Yeah, I think it's a Freudian slip. Me too. He's a good friend of Yoongi and has worked on a lot of songs. El Capitan, yes. So El Capitan is his BFF, and he worked with Suga in the Cheetah. Give try his music. He used to be a member of another boy band, Boyfriend. I think is an or History. One of those two. I think History. Um, okay, I have 15 more minutes. I can answer questions if you have questions. Saying she advised them was dumb, dumb, dumb. I mean, she knew what they were planning. Yes, but when do we, as the public, stop blaming? Stop blaming Phaedra. Stop blaming who? Anderson Pack, Extra. I am waiting for that collaboration. Anderson Pack is such a pure soul. I encountered him once. We conversed about something. It was just about a work. I'm sure he wouldn't even remember. Um, he didn't talk to me because he wanted to talk to me. He talked to me because he had to because of work. But like you can feel how he's such a like a pleasant, like a just an easy going kind of guy. It sounded scripted to me, except when the girls were disrespectful. Oh, when do we stop blaming Stockholm? I don't know. I mean, it's not that easy to get them out of that, of getting brainwashed. Pac is the best drummer in the business. He would be happy to hear that. So somebody told me that where I live is actually where they live. So, um, Anderson Pack. But I don't know. Like nobody. I mean, you know how it is. Nobody goes out of their house, so I wouldn't know. Either no one knew about the and they should be held to that decision that they made, or others knew and they are being manipulated and stronger action should be taken to protect them. Will Pac's movie be released in theaters? Oh, that I don't know. I love the TND ladies of Hyde. They love our boys and fought for Jimin to stay. I know. I love that woman. And the foresight that she had to know that they needed Jimin. Because I mean, any member, they're just seven. You can't take out any member. So if they drop Jimin, it won't be BTS, right? So the same way if you dropped any member. So the foresight for her to realize that. And also, I know that Bang Shiyuk was getting a lot of hate from fans of Jimin because he was one of those that wanted to drop him, but also recognize that even though he really could have said no, he could have put his foot down because he was the CEO at that time. He didn't. He actually listened to everybody. So that's part of how to be a good CEO, to know when you should be giving your people the benefit of the doubt. Because that's what he did. That's the only thing that he did. He gave them the benefit of the doubt and decided to keep Jimin. And he has a perfect group. Yes, if the client is uncooperative, a lawyer can withdraw from the case. However, there must be a good cause to terminate the relationship and the court permission is necessary. So okay, okay. So you can withdraw if they well obviously they didn't. So either this is their game plan or that they're okay to just follow Min Heejin with what she wants. The more tricks Min Amber Heard engine plays, the more she reminds me of Amber Heard because they do the same kinds of things. BTS Army hates Min Amber Heard, Heejin. J Hope, yes, 30 days, 1 month. Hey, let's fully support him, okay? Make sure that on the day that we don't know what his plans are, whether he's going to make it public or he's going to do it privately or whatever. Of course, we need to respect that. But make sure that whether he makes it public or whatever, let's just trend it. Let's just celebrate, post about him. She positioned herself as a mother and using loyalty against the girls. She positioned herself as a mother. Yes, we want Min Heejin to be Amber. Well, then, um, from the military, yeah. BTS is the perfect storm. Everything and everyone We need Johnny Depp if we need her Amber Heard. Evil stepmother. Oh, I do have a question to you guys. What do you think? Like, I'm assuming that the boys, all the members of BTS will of course continue their solo career. They will just continue, and they will continue as a group too. But what do you think for each individual member? What do you think will be their specialty? Hi, Phaedra. Thank you for taking the time to help us with our questions. Of course, of course, of course. Continuing with my question, what do you think will be like their specialty, individual members after? So they're going to do group activities, and then I think they're going to continue doing individual activities. Because I feel like Suga is going to concentrate more on um, producing, and I think he's gonna do a lot of work in Hollywood, and I think he's going to do movies, stuff like score a movie, stuff like that. And I think definitely Jungkook is going to continue his global artist quest, his global superstar quest. World tour by unit, Jin modeling. You don't want him to go into acting. JK, a global pop star. Min Heejin bought that loyalty at 5. V acting. Oh, you think V is going to act? Jimin is still growing and exploring nice niche yet. Not a niche yet. Like Soap World Tour. I want them to do individual tours. Each of them. And I think Suga should do a stadium tour because he got frustrated because he didn't listen to begin. Hobie danced with his crew. Do you think Hobie is the one who's this is what I think. I think Hobie is the one who's going to produce a group. It's going to produce a boy band, a boy group. And I think one of them will eventually become the CEO of Big Hit. Jungkook and Jin cooking show. I do think Jungkook is going to have his own restaurant. I can see that. J Hope, what can you see? I could see that. What could you see? I hope Suga's case will have a closure this week. I hope so too. V is going to do modeling, acting, theater, radio. Jin, another drama together. Jin hit. It could be Jin or RM. You know, RM is like, I can't even, I feel like RM is just going to continue doing what he's doing. Jin, MC, modeling, shows, collab, concerts. He was going to be a businessman. Fatherhood. Jin in fatherhood. Well, he's going to be a great father for sure. I don't think RM would want to become a CEO. J Hope tour. Yeah, I hope all of them tours. All of them. RM will be in politics. Oh my God. No. Sunny. I think BTS will run Big Hit. Oh, wait. I think they are. I think they will stay together until they can't do it anymore. For sure. I told you that I know somebody in Hyben. They the I shouldn't say it. I should ask permission first. Then I'll tell you. J Hope may be a fashion line. Oh yeah. Yeah. Could be. In my fantasies of fantasy, Suga would be an actor and be the likable and lovable villain. You know what? I actually have. So I'm a writer. You guys know that, right? I have a story for the seven of them. Who do you think is a good serial killer? This is a thriller. Who do you think among them? Who do you think is a good serial killer? I can see Taeyong in Broadway someday. Yeah, will be good. Relationship focus. Who's relationship focus? Suga will be a good villain as serial killer. V, Jin, Mini Jin. Tay wants to play a villain. No, but my kind of serial killer is different. RM or Jimin? Oh, Jimin. V serial killer. No, Suga. Suga is a softie. Smart and clever RM. Yeah. What kind is my serial killer? Um, He kills when he's happy. That's the kind of serial killer that he is. And he has no pattern. You know how serial killers should have. I don't know if like I like watching shows about serial killers, the forensics and stuff like that. Because I'm a frustrated forensic scientist. So they usually have a pattern, right? This serial killer has no pattern. So then Jimmy, when he's happy, he shouldn't be happy. True crimes are my jam. Me too, Lara. Huh? Let's watch something together. Mini Jin, J Hope. J Hope. Jin or Jimin, more leaning to Jin. I made a character for Jin. It's a superpower. He has a superpower. J Hope can clean after the murders. Why are we talking about murders? Don't go out and tell them that my lives are just about murders, okay? This is a fiction story. I love Killing Eve and Dexter. I love Dexter. Same. I'll join you guys. Crime and detective junkie here. Where is the one from Cuba? Are you still here? A musical director said he wants to see Jin a musical like Wicked. He'd be prolific as a serial killer. If it was Hope, P Dog. Jin could be a lunatic. Can I see Jin a lunatic? I, I have read too many gang AUs. Maybe Tefer a musical. I hope he does Broadway. I want Jimin to dance. I want him to. I mean, he loves dance. I want that. Yeah, for sure. Jimin with his baby face and kills. Actually, Jimin, I think, will be perfect for that serial killer. I'm going to share it with. Join my Patreon because I'm going to share it to Patreon. They'll read every chapter as I finish it. So, Jin would be amazing in a Broadway musical. So would be. Jimin for West Side Story. Jin a lunatic. Oh no, he already is. Okay, 3 more minutes, guys. What do you want to ask me if you have questions? Jimin the serial killer. I will. So for my Patreon subscribers, I will have you read it as I finish the chapter or maybe half a chapter. So everybody join my Patreon. We do have a free membership if you don't want to commit yet and you just want to see what we have there. What is the future of MHJ now? She is going to fight to death to get the shareholders agreement in place, or as I've said before, one of the possible motives why she's pushing for the shareholders agreement is to have some sort of um, a better settlement, a better severance pay. Because right now she lost everything. So I think she's gonna try and rock the boat as much as she can to force Hybe to settle. Because if you're a businessman, um, you're gonna try and compute the cost, right, of what it is that you are doing. So if you're just constantly going to court, paying a writer to do this and coordinate security and whatever, you're gonna have to do a math on that. Like, how much is it costing me to do all of this versus if I just settle with you, how much will it cost? So that's, and if it's going to be less, then they'll probably just settle to get her out of their hair. And it might not be the how many billions that she's expecting, but it will be nothing. So I think that's what she's going to try and do. She'll do her very best to get that agreement in the shareholders agreement back, or fight for a um, a severance pay, a better severance pay. Do you think she might win her place back somehow, or is there no chance at all? I really don't see it happening. How? Hybe. The only way that can happen is if the court actually decides, if the court forces Hyde to do so. That the shareholders agreement is in place. If the court says no, the shareholders agreement is in place, So you need to vote in her favor. That's the only way it can happen. But then the other thing that you must consider is that it wasn't Hyde who fired her, it was Adore. You're right. MHJ has nothing to lose, so she's going all the way with this. I think she will be lucky to stay out of jail, but who knows? And Hobie fashion and accessory product line. don't spread don't spread my serial killer story, okay? I don't want to go to Twitter and everybody's just talking about how I'm making the BTS member a serial killer. There is an old musical, Seven for Brothers. Disney owns the rights. How cool would that be? I'm going to check that out. Seven Brides, Seven Brothers. Okay. Can Hive just sue her for perdition and pressure her that way? I think they will. They are going to sue her as they definitely will. P Dog would be the best serial killer because he sang, no problem, I kill. Okay, thank you everybody. Thank you for being with me. I hope you had fun. I the first part was very serious, but I hope that the second part was a little fun talking about serial killers. Who could be the best serial killer in BTS? Okay, thank you everybody. Good night. I hope you had fun. Bye.